G'day viewers, Wimble Train here. I was just building this T-junction module and I thought I'd make a little short video because there's a couple of little jigs in that I use to help it go along a bit easier, because as you can see you're using the single track and you have to try and get the track spaced at your 33mm here. Now you can use a piece of the double track. That'll give you the right spacing, the 33mm stuff, and then that'll line up those two tracks. But what I've done on this module, so I've got my 38mm jig that I had in the previous video on the side to get my 38mm from here. Now to get the overhang correct, because on this particular T-junction module in the middle you use one of these expanding tracks, because it's an odd length in the middle here, so that track just opens and shuts as to the length that you need. Now to get the overhang correct here, I've got a bit of styrene. Now this middle part is 1mm thick, or 0.04 inch. Now I measured it with the calipers and it's bang on, or it's about 1.04mm, so pretty damn close. So as you know from the guidelines, this track has to hang over 1mm from the module, so this thing will just allow you to put it under there, and then this other piece that I've glued on top, that'll sit against the track, so it'll give us the 1mm overhang when we push that against the track. So if we hold that there, have that jig there, screw it down, then we know that one's in the right spot. Now you do the same at the other end using this jig here. It's just three pieces of styrene glued together, as you can see. Yeah, so you do the same at the other end. So you've got this track in the right spot, and now you can put the double track here to get the spacing with that. Just clip that on. Make sure it's nice and parallel, like the concrete track is parallel with the module. You can see through the little gap there that it's nice and straight, and then you'll know exactly where that's going to go. Now the other end you'll have to measure, but when you measure you should find that you have your 1mm overhang again here, and again to get those, what point it there, to get those correct spacing, then again just use the double track piece that you've got, so you know it's exactly the right spacing. So that's all I wanted to talk about on this one, just a quick one. Hang on a minute, I forgot to show you something. Now there's my finished T-junction module, and I forgot to mention one other little useful device when you're setting out your track. Now here I've used just a single track rather than the double, because it runs into this point here, so I just need to use a single. Now excellent tool you should get yourself is one of these blue things here, and it's a Kato part number 24000. And what you can do with this, not only is it a re-railer, so if you do that and you grab a wagon of some kind, you stick that on there and away it goes. Very handy. What it also has on it, it has some notches, if you can see them there. Hopefully you can see those notches along the bottom. They just happen to be 33mm spacing, so you sort of put two notches on each rail and you get your perfect spacing. So if you're using the single track, that's how you get the exactly 33mm spacing between your tracks. Alright, back to the rest of the video. Okay, so that's what I do to get the track spacing correct when you're using the single tracks. Just a few tips there, hope they have come in useful. This is Wimble Train signing off for now. See you next time.